Nearly 2 months had passed since Almada's defeat. Arkwright Solutions received an unexpected visitor at its door, Elaine Auclair. She came with a request regarding the activities of a mysterious crimson beast which bore a resemblance to Van's Grendel form. The two set out to investigate and eventually tracked it down, but the monster, called the Grendel Zolga, and its power of corrosion overwhelmed them, leading to their demise. However, when Agnes arrived on the scene, the Genesis she carried with her began to glow, causing time itself to rewind before them. Van and Elaine returned to an earlier point in the day and met with Agnes and Kincaid. Together with their help and that of the former assassins Swin and Nadia, who had come to the Republic on other business, they narrowly eked out a victory over the Grendel Zolga. The only clue gained was the supposed core of the 8th Genesis. Having left Swin and Nadia in charge of his business, Van headed to different regions to track down the device. Between Messeldom, the former haunt of Almada, and Longport, where a power struggle within Heyue had ignited, the web of intrigue surrounding the Genesis fragments had begun to unfurl. Meanwhile, Harwood, an Anguis of Ouroboros, and mysterious twins were hatching a plot. Moreover, the Grendel Zolga's corrosive power coiled around the capital, and the scheming Garden Master pulled the strings from behind the curtain. Amidst all of this, Van and his friends, along with certain others, were invited to a resort on Nemeth Island by Harwood. The Oathbreaker arranged a series of deadly tours, which would reveal the hidden truths about the island. Van and his friends overcame many challenges, joining forces with allies and at other times being compelled to fight against them. They also helped Ren and Katra come to terms with their traumatic pasts. Then, at the 11th hour, the Garden Master, with the Grendel Zolga at his side, stole all but one of the Genesis. Thus began 3 very peculiar days in Edith. Ashen's attempt on Van's life, tragedy at the Z1 races, a standoff against the Church, an ambush by Marduk and the Kruga, and a military coup enveloping the whole of the capital. Each was a part of the Garden Master's plan, galvanized by a century-long obsession to twist the fabric of reality and rewrite history itself. But with the aid of their allies, including Professor Hamilton, one of Epstein's 3 disciples, they unraveled his insidious plot. In doing so, Swin and Nadia found some much-needed closure with regard to their pasts. Even still, other mysteries remained. Who was the Grendel Zolga? The creature at the end of the Garden Master's strings who carried out the corrosion at his behest. The answer came during the Aramis Academy Festival in April. Van received a single orbemail inviting him to Trion Tower. There, the Eschaton Saint appeared before him and used her power to open the way to the Oct Radium, allowing Van and his friends to enter. At the end of this alternate dimensional space created by the Genesis, they finally confronted the mysterious man at the heart of the Grendel Zolga, learning both his shocking identity and the truth behind the 8th Genesis. After a battle spanning time, space, and causality, Van and company took back the power of the Genesis that had been stolen from them, freed their client and friend, and bid the farewell they never got to say.